Welcome back to a new video. Today's video is focused on NBC original Young Rock Season 3 Episode 7 entitled World Pacific Wrestling. And the official synopsis of this episode is 1985. Ada and Rocky try to outmatch Leah's promotion with a stable of big-name wrestlers. Left behind at the after-school program, Dewey falls in with a crowd of latchly kids. And before I give out my review, please like the video, dislike the video, do whatever you want. Follow me on Instagram at Aurelius Reviews, where you will find more reviews on movies and TV shows. Episode 7, to me, it was pretty fine, as it does deal with a few different storylines at hand. And honestly, it was just a fine episode. Nothing much else to say though. And here we go. The episode starts off in the present time. Dwayne and Randall are still in the other country with trying to figure out how to get this coffee situation to work in their favor. And then Dwayne begins to tell his story. And the main focal point of this episode is 1985 Hawaii. After the bad blood between Leah, Ada, and Rocky decide to create a new wrestling promotion known as WPW, World Pacific Wrestling. And there are definitely some hiccups at hand, like when it comes to getting many well-known wrestlers. Not all of them are able to join or don't want to join for many different reasons, but WPW does have a few different wrestlers that are able to join. And Leah continues with her shady remarks, just says some things like, you think you know everything, but you really don't, etc., etc. And that is the focal point for Ada and Rocky in this episode, trying to make WPW something big and special. And their first show is pretty successful until Leah comes out with a huge deal announcement with Jim Crockett Promotions. And it just becomes an all-out just war game with getting wrestlers for different shows. Downtown Bruno makes a special appearance in here. He helps out the couple. And we do get to see a few different wrestlers from Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, Sting, and somebody else. And honestly, the way that these wrestlers looked in here, it wasn't bad, but it was a hit and miss. I thought that some of them did look like the exact wrestlers, and others could have been better. But WPW is extremely successful until Leah comes in the picture once again, basically screwing Ada and Rocky out of their wrestlers in a pretty clever but petty way. Dewey, in the meanwhile, he is forced to go to after-school programs because of his parents' promises to the promotion. And this is when he falls in with a new group of students. And these group of students, they're different. All of them are going through stuff in some ways. Some are successful, some are poor. And this is, I guess, the beginning of Dwayne starting to steal stuff. Like the Snicker bars, as he did say that this was the beginning of a bad path for what he was doing. And to me, that has to be the stealing, the Snicker bars, the clothes that we have seen in the past before. But in the present time, while talking to Prime Minister Angela, Dwayne finishes the story. Prime Minister tells Dwayne that she knows about the whole ordeal between him and the president, the coffee deal fiasco. And yeah, the episode just basically ends with just Randall Park finally waking up after a long sleep, and just mixed matches from how the episode starts off. But yeah, like I mentioned, episode 7, it was a fine watch. Nothing really special. Some of the storylines in here were pretty interesting. World Pacific Wrestling, pretty cool though. How some of these wrestlers looked weren't bad, but others not good at all. I still just have a strong suspicion that something is going to happen with this coffee deal. This has been 6 to 7 episodes. Something big is going to happen with this coffee deal. I don't think it's going to happen or it will happen, but there's a twist to it. I don't know. Performances in here were pretty good. Like all of the actors in here does a good job with their characters. And now I'm just curious to see what happens next. Like, what will they show next during the 80s? Like, do we becoming a kleptomaniac or something more crazy happening? But who knows? But always, though, thank you for watching, and until next time.